Hello, my name is Giana, darling. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a little get ready with me and book chat. So I will talk to you about what I'm working on right now and what I'm reading right now as I get ready. I had quite a few people ask me what kind of products I use and how I do my makeup, and I am by no means an expert, so take all of this with a grain of salt. This is what works for me. I have acne prone skin, so I'm pretty careful with what I do with my makeup and my skincare, but I will let you know what I do for myself that works really well. Without further ado, let's start getting ready. I already have a freshly washed face because I took a shower, as you can see. I always use a microfiber towel, it's hard to say, for hair health because I'm obsessed with keeping my hair long and healthy. Fresh faced, nothing on there. I'm gonna start with the Hydra Glow, which is the moisturizer from Clearstem, and I use a lot of their products because they're acne safe and they have non-pore clogging ingredients. Sometimes I also use SkinCeuticals Daily Moisture and it works for me, but I have been really loving this Hydra Glow moisturizer, so I'm gonna use some of that. While I do that, I will let you know that I recently revealed the discreet cover and the male cover for my next release on July 18th, which is Asking for Trouble, and it was so great to get such a great reception for that book cover for the male and the discreet, because as you know, I'm obsessed with book covers. I need them to be perfect, and I couldn't find a good picture for the hero, Aaron Clare, otherwise known as Boner, his club name. And so I actually commissioned a photo shoot with a photographer in Spain. Boner is actually Spanish, and so I always make sure that the ethnicity matches up with the model, obviously, on the cover. I did an amazing photo shoot. I had so many photos to choose from. I'll actually show you the 3 top ones that I picked here, and then I decided obviously on the one where he's facing forward with the leather jacket, and I'm so in love with it, and I'm happy you are too. Next up is my foundation. I am a Chanel girly. Okay, if you have read my books, you'll know that Elena Lombardi from the Anna Heroes in Love duet absolutely adores Chanel products, and she gets that from me. But I use the Aqua Lumiere foundation in tint 40 when I'm pale, which I am right now, and then when I'm tan, I use the 50, and it just like really matches my skin tone really well. I just do it with my fingers. It's hard for me to find foundation because I have an olive toned skin tone, and so sometimes it's just too yellow, or it's too orange, or it's too pink, and I really need that kind of olive green coloring. Funny story, when I was a little girl, I asked my sister why I was green, because I'd been shopping with some of my little friends, and in the fluorescent lights of shops, I look specifically quite green, like when you're trying on things in a dressing room. So I asked my sister why we were green, and she told me it was because we were aliens. And so I believed her, because she's 14 years older than me, and I thought she knew everything about the world. It took me a while to realize that she did not, but I fully believed her. I don't do like a lot of concealer stuff, contouring, but if I have a breakout or just for my under eyes, I will use, this is like a little bit smudged, but it's the Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer by IT Cosmetics. I love this stuff. It is super thick. It's really good coverage. I definitely don't think it's for like when people do fancy makeup stuff and they put it all over their face. I definitely wouldn't do that because it is quite thick. And then also a little thing that I do, like if I have a bad breakout or a scar or something, is I'll put it on and then I'll just let it kind of dry a bit, and then it gets a bit tackier and the coverage is better. Also, I was so not into makeup until COVID happened. Yeah, I wasn't into makeup or skincare. And then COVID happened and I was like, I have all this time. Let's experiment. I feel like a lot of people did that as well. This is an Hourglass concealer brush. I'm obsessed with it. It's got this nice little tip that fits like right under your eyes. Sometimes I don't even do this. I actually mostly do it because I feel like sometimes my makeup runs during the day, and if I set concealer, and then this like is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. It's the powder I use, and I'll just go in and set it like that. And it just helps with my makeup not running, especially because I laugh. When I laugh, I cry, and I also just tear up throughout the day, especially if I'm writing, which I'm writing right now. I'm always writing. And so it's much better just for staying power. Next, I will go in with my bronzer. I'm obsessed with this stick. I only recently started using it, You can't tell because it's black packaging. It's so cute though. It's this little Westman Atelier bronzing stick. It's in the shade Truffle, so it's quite dark. I kind of go like this. And I actually just started doing this V trick instead of doing like the one line because I read that it just is better for blending. So that's kind of what I do. It looks so good. And then I buff it out. Nice and blended. I use a brush because I could not do this with my fingers. Voila. And then, I don't know, I kind of have a couple different blushes that I use. I wouldn't say that I'm super attached to any of them, but maybe today I'll use this Rare Beauty, which everyone raves about. I think it's okay. It's a little bit oily for me. It's in Worth. I do like it because it does last a long time and it's not too pink. So I'll just do like one little drop like that because you can see as I buff it out, it really lasts. Like it really, a little goes a long way. And, you know, it doesn't look super pink. And I have one that I use that's a little bit more pink, but it just kind of gives a little bit of light coverage. And then what I'll do with this one, because it's not super pigmented, is I go in with my Chanel blush and it's in the shade Quintessence. So Chanel, so beautiful. I'll go in and I will just do like a little bit. And I like to go the apples of my cheeks and like a little bit upwards. With the lighting, you can't really see how pink it is maybe, but then I do a little bit over my eyelids because I have zero color in my face as a human. Just, I don't blush. I don't know if it's the pigment of my skin or what it is exactly, but I just have no natural flush in my cheeks. Even when I work out or anything like that, I sweat, but I will not get flushed. So I like to have quite a bit of color in my face, in my cheeks, and then also on my lips. Lately, I've been really obsessed with this. It's called Wonder Skin, and it comes out blue, which is weird and alarming, but you just go along your lips like this. You have to trust the process. So then you let that dry. I know it looks ridiculous, but you buff it off and it's a beautiful color and it really has a ton of wear. So I really like it because I am not someone who touches up my makeup throughout the day really. So it's important that it's gonna last because I'm a busy girly. And also I find that I just like do things with my lips a lot, like chew on them and stuff. Anyway, while this is setting, maybe I will also tell you. So I also really like the Asking for Trouble. The discreet cover is really cool. So there's neon art on it and Boner is a neon artist. He creates art out of neon lights and he does this for Eugene's Bar and Entrance, and he does it for the club, and he also does it for the Heroine and Asking for Trouble. It's very, very cute. I can't wait to give you some of those little scenes and stuff. It's adorable. Anyway, even though that's coming out in July, I'm actually working on my Motley books, which I announced. I'm very excited about this. I have a 2-book deal with Motley Publishing, which is Amazon's romance publishing house. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to write for them, at least lifelong since my career started in 2016. I'm just very honored and feel very privileged and so lucky and blessed to be able to write for them. And I handed in my first book for them and now I'm working on the second book. It's a duet. It is set in my favorite country in the world, which is Italy. It is about a girl who travels to Italy on her dream vacation and meets her seemingly dream man, tall, dark, handsome Italian stranger with, you know, a Ferrari and all the class and the culture, and he takes her around Tuscany and teaches her about the sights, and he seems too good to be true, and he is. He turns out to be an infamous mafioso, and the story kind of evolves from there. I'm writing the second book right now. Anyway, while this is still drying, I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows, but I just fill in the front, just kind of buff it out there. They're just a little sparser. You can see here the difference just in the front because my eyebrow hairs are quite sparse at the front and then really thick. Okay, so I use the Anastasia brow pencil, the thicker one, not the like micro one, Anastasia brow definer, and graphite, the black, because I have black eyebrows. Before I continue with that, I'm gonna take off this stuff, so one sec. So you can use a face cloth, but I do not because I find it stains. So just go in and you just take it off. You can see that beautiful color come through and that will stay for forever. So I really like it. Sometimes I'll put on this Summer Fridays lip balm in cherry. And you guys know I love cherries. Sometimes I put that on top and I have different tints. The one that I have on today is Romance, which I think is nice. Just, this is kind of my everyday one, but I have a red one. I have a kind of a Barbie pink one. They have tons of shades. Just to finish off my eyebrows, lately I've been using this Benefit Brow Wax, which is quite popular, and I just do it to kind of give my eyebrows that lift. Okay, so now that that's done, I now go in with my Urban Decay All-Nighter. It's a setting spray and it doesn't break me out, which is awesome. And I'll just kind of, you can see, makes me a bit glowy. And then I just let that dry. So I'm really excited about the Mont Lake book. I'm on book 2. It does end on a cliffhanger, but they should be published pretty close together, which is really exciting. I'm excited to get notes back from the publisher. I don't have those back yet, but it'll be really exciting. I have not worked with a traditional publisher in this way before, so it'll be a really cool learning experience. And I love to learn. And you've probably heard me talk about the Clifton StrengthsFinder test before. Clifton StrengthsFinder test. I encourage everyone to take it. Actually, I was at InkersCon in Dallas recently, and when I was talking to some newer authors, that was one of the things I encouraged them to do, is to do the Clifton StrengthsFinder test, because it's so cool to learn about what your strengths are. So one of my strengths, my number 6 characteristic, is learner. I love to learn. So InkersCon was amazing. I gave a presentation. It was my first presentation ever, and it went really well. And actually, I think you can still buy access to it through InkersCon Digital. So you can check that out if you want to see my presentation and a bunch of other really wonderful presentations if you're at all interested in writing. But it was so wonderful. And yeah, I'm a big learner. I can't remember why I was saying that. I'm gonna go in now with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder. It's in medium. It's pretty light. Now that my setting spray has dried, I'm gonna just go in and do like a light layer just to set everything. I'm high maintenance to be low maintenance. That's what I always say. I don't want to have to fix my makeup all through the day. I just want it to settle. And next up, I will do my tattoo liner, Kat Von D waterproof liquid eyeliner in Mad Max Brown. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this here, but I'll try. I did it. So I just do a line under my eye, kind of like that. And then I will extend it a bit out to give a sort of cat eye effect. Why do you have to have your mouth open when you do that? I don't know, but I do. I like to do that just to define the bottom of my eye because I have really strong brows and very dark eyes and very dark lashes. Also, you're noticing I didn't do anything to my eyelashes because I get eyelash extensions. Again, high maintenance to be low maintenance. Yeah, I just do this liner, I let it dry a little bit, and then I love this Roller Lash Benefit mascara. I don't even get it in waterproof, but you can. And I just like it because it's got this like really precise wand and it really defines the bottom lashes. All done. So that's basically what I do. This is my daily face of makeup. It's very easy. I used to do like vitamin C serums and stuff like that in the morning, but I found that they would break my skin out. So I just do this. All these products make it so that I have, you know, nice smooth skin, no breakouts, which is awesome. And it's pretty easy. I mean, it took me longer today, but I can do this really quickly, which is great. So anyway, this is my face. These are the products. Let me know if you have any questions. I can also always let you know about my skincare. I could do a get unready with me if you want to. Now, today I am going to approve my rebrand. I'm doing a rebrand and she's almost on my website. So tonight I get to look at the website. I also have to order books for, figure out how to order books for my signing in Scotland. I have these lovely leather special editions of the Fallen Men series that are signing exclusives that I want to offer and wear in Edinburgh, but it's hard to get books to Scotland. So I have to figure that out today. I have to write today, and I also have a very exciting meeting with my agent. So fingers crossed for me there, and hopefully I'll have good news for you soon. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I hope to see you guys soon.